Be extremely careful with the dog that has beaten you before and still coming back to reconcile with you. If you are not fastidious enough this time around, you may not be able to survive the next bite. Forgive people, but not the lesson they taught you, because you need that lesson to guide your future footstep with them and all your dealings with them. Please don't get me wrong or misquote me. I am not saying forgiveness is bad, neither am I saying you shouldn't forgive the people that hurt you. Besides, forgiveness is very, very important to our well-being, and it's one of the predominant characteristics that you must have as a human being. A wise man once said, "We forgive people not because they deserve to be forgiven, but because our soul needs peace of mind. We need this sanity that comes with forgiving people." And psychologists said, whenever we refuse to forgive the people that hurt us, we give them power to control us, our emotions, our thoughts, and our actions. That is to say, whenever we forgive the people that hurt us, we liberate ourselves from emotional, psychological, and physical bondage. Forgiving people sets you free and the other person. That is why we all need to practice forgiveness, because it's very, very important. But here is my point. Yes, indeed, forgiveness is very, very important. It's one of the predominant characteristics that you must have. But whenever you practice forgiveness, wisdom must be applied. You must apply wisdom while forgiving people. Forgiving people simply means setting yourself free and the other person without taking revenge on them or holding grudges against them, right? But that doesn't mean that you should forgive them and still accept them back into your life. There are people that you can forgive and still accept them back into your life, but some that you should let them go after forgiving them. This is because we have two categories of people in the world: those that hurt you unintentionally and those that hurt you on purpose. Those that hurt you unintentionally, they always feel guilt about what they did to you whenever they hurt you. Those ones, they are willing to right their wrong because they know that they truly offend you. And even when they summon the courage to ask you for forgiveness and you forgive them, they still feel ashamed to come close to you. Whenever they see you, they feel ashamed, they feel guilty about what they did to you. Those ones are truly sorry about what they did to you. And those ones, they can do anything to prove to you that they didn't hurt you on purpose. But on the other hand, those that hurt you on purpose, they feel very happy, they feel no remorse, they feel no guilty about what they did to you. Besides, they are very much happy that they did something to you. But you know the funny part of it? Whenever they observe that what they did to you didn't affect you that much, or you survived what they did to you, they pretend and come back to your life and ask you for your forgiveness. By the time you forgive them, they come back into your life fully, mingle with you, and feel comfortable around you. This time around, they are very much curious to know all the movements, all the activities both in and out, in order to execute their next plan in your life. But trust me, if they succeed in executing their next plan in your life, you won't survive that. That is why you need to keep this set of people aloof. You need to distance yourself from them after forgiving them, because they are coming back into your life is to destroy you completely. That is why you don't have to give them that second chance after forgiving them. Let them go. Yes, forgiveness is very, very important, but you need to apply wisdom. Whenever you want to practice forgiveness, let wisdom guide you, because it's wisdom that will enable you to understand those people and how to deal with them after forgiving them. That is why the Bible said, wisdom is profitable to the man that has it. You need wisdom to deal with people. You need wisdom to deal with these people that coming back to hurt you, coming back to reconcile with you. A wise man once said, if someone does something to you and you become a victim of it, you are not a fool, you are not a moron. But if you still let that particular experience to happen to you for the second time, then you are a fool, you are a moron. That is why you need wisdom to deal with this set of people. I know forgiveness is very, very important. It's very, very significant to our well-being, and we should learn how to practice forgiveness in our daily activities. But we should apply wisdom. Let wisdom guide you. Let wisdom lead you when you are practicing forgiveness. Because without wisdom, people will always take advantage of you. They will still come back to your life and hurt you several times. That is why you need wisdom in order to prevent that from happening to you. Forgive people, but let wisdom guide you.